Welcome back to 52 Weeks of Gaming. Week 36 is upon us, which means we are trucking on towards the end here. And we're going to send it over to Nick so he can go and talk about the game of this week. So take it away.
Alright, so this week I am playing Bridge Constructor Portal. And why I put the emphasis on Portal is because it goes and uses portals as far as I'm aware. And I know the Bridge Constructor games a bit, but I've never really played them. I've just seen a bunch of people post things online, and it always looked like fun. And hey, I played Portal, so I have a fair idea of what to do. So yeah, let's stay tuned and see if I can really construct some bridges. Bridge Constructor Portal is a game that was published by Head Up Games and developed by Clockstone Games, and it's part of the overall Bridge Constructor series, just taking elements from Portal, like GLaDOS, the portals, an overall kind of aesthetic to it, into the series and putting a nice little physics twist on it. You're still going and building bridges and physics-based sort of ideas. You can test them out, build them, put your vehicles or convoys on it, and you have these different levels to go through and complete different tests, and different levels give you different abilities like the propulsion gel or the repulsion ray to go and make things a bit more interesting. The game itself has come out on a number of different platforms such as Android, iOS, Linux, Mac, Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So pretty much every sort of system that exists and is considered current at this time. Now, the one thing that's with the game that is a bit unique for sort of these puzzle games is that there is no building limit to any level. You are not stuck with any sort of requirement to it, although they do go and charge you for a dollar amount placed on how many bars that you're going and putting for your bridge. It's something that is more challenge to the player separately and not part of the overall grading that goes into each level. But I'm going to let Nick talk a bit more about it because I know that's what he wants to do, so take it away, Nick. So this week's game was Bridge Constructor Portal, which, as it sounds, is a game about constructing bridges using portals and set in the Portal universe where GLaDOS kind of helps you out. And I've played similar games like it before, and I know that the Bridge Constructor games are out there, and so I really wanted to try this, and I had a lot of fun with it. It's something that, because it really uses physics in a way, because of how to construct a bridge and making sure that your supports are the right way, and that you're not doing anything ridiculous, is what makes it fun. It's a physics-based game, and as a nerd like that is something fun to me. It is frustrating at points because trying to go and figure out how to appropriately build a bridge in some levels is too difficult for my simple mind to handle. But it's fun, and it's something that I think people would enjoy in a almost relaxing sense, because sure, you gotta go and complete the levels and get the driver through and get the convoy through, but it's not something that is like super action packed, and it's more of a puzzle because of being this physics engine. And so it's something that I think people would find of as a more, I guess, relaxing game in any puzzle sense that it usually is. And I think it is something that could be frustrating for people, because there's levels that I've gotten to where you just sit there and you just stare at the screen and you're trying to go and figure out how you can go and build this bridge to go and make any sense, and you're just not getting it. And you try and it feels like forever passes and you're just not getting anywhere. And so I do get that frustration with it, but that's when it's like you separate yourself from it and then come back. I had that with a few levels where I was stuck and then took a break from it, came back later and was like, oh hey, what if I try doing it in this way? And I was able to go and figure things out a bit easier in that sense, and I really enjoy it. I enjoy this sort of game that makes you have to really think and solve and figure things out, as frustrating as it is, because as I said, there's so much to it, and the game isn't overly long. I mean, it's 60 levels, so there's a bit to it. And they do get progressively harder with different mechanics and my propulsion shells and repulsors and all these different things that get added into it with the different portals, and trying to go and figure it out, because the first thing is almost trying to figure out how to get from the beginning to the end initially. And then it's, okay, now I have to go and build bridges to do this. And okay, the car goes up here into the air, where's it going to come down? And you can do tests to make sure that the bridges are fine, and you could drive, and sure, yeah, you may go and crash a car or two, but that's what happens involving testing and the constructing of the bridges, and it's not something like you get really punished for it. So it's something to take your time with and really go and enjoy, and it's fun. It's something that I enjoyed doing, which I went in thinking I might enjoy it, but I'm a bit surprised with how much I enjoyed it. So who do you think would want to go and play a game like this? As I said, I think anyone would want to go and play this. I think people who love puzzle games would want to go and play this, and I think anyone in that sense then who likes Portal, because Portal is such a puzzle game, would absolutely love this, because it is similar physics as you had to do with Portal, and with momentum and throwing yourself, but now with making sure that you could stand on a bridge without there being any sort of issue. But yeah, I think anyone who likes puzzle games would definitely go and love this game. And I know you were talking about it a lot, but do you think you're going to go and keep playing this game in the future? I mean, I'm definitely going to go and keep playing it. It's something that I haven't completed yet, and it's not overly difficult, so I don't think it's going to be impossible for me to go and do it. So yeah, I definitely want to at least complete all the levels, however long it takes, but it's not. I had fun with it. I'm going to keep playing it, and I'm sure I'm going to have a lot more fun with it.